celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of elites. And the Huskers will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Colorado's offense will have the football first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
A quick pass to the left. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Bucks! A great catch and run for 6.
The dream start for this offense. You get the ball at 25, and you go 75 yards, play one. Everybody excited, everybody confident, everybody jacked up. That's the way you start a football game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cornhuskers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Still on his feet at the 45. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back, gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
The Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Takes the easy throw in the flat. It's a seam wide open. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The Cornhuskers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Reads it, fires complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Williams. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. It's Hayden. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Lewis wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. No fair catches here, looking for room. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Looking for an open area to his left. Going to throw it over the top of the D.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Huskers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Hunter. Got enough space. And he murders into the end zone. Touchdown, Husker. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Yeah, we might have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, churn up that much yardage. Defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Now they'll run it to the right here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Lewis to throw. Gets rid of it. That's reeled in. It's Atkins. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Atkins. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Got it in the middle. It's Atkins. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Buffaloes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Miller. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Buffaloes look to keep this drive humming. On the ground, it's Hayden. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the shotgun, they'll run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Catch in the middle, it's Harding. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He'll get rid of it. Finds a man on the right. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
All right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Complete to the left. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And guys, how many first downs is that just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
The Huskers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And he's going to try to return this one. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got 1 drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
The hand to the running back. And they pick up just 1. It'll be 3rd and 9. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. He lets it fly. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good line on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. He's got him. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
The Cornhuskers will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The run to the left. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
And the Buffaloes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and the receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Caught over the middle. It's Hunter. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. New set of downs after the completion. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Knowles. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Gonna look downfield again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. And the Huskers line it up with a first and goal. To the air, it's Raiola. Moving out of the pocket. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And thanks to a little help from the defense after that penalty, it's second and goal, a little bit closer. Trying to barge their way in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Third and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. They'll try to run it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The give to the back. Spins away from the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Buffaloes line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Extending the play. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
There he goes. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Quick release on the RPO. He'll try to take it back. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Lewis wants to pass. Spins away from the defense. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Pulls it in. It's Williams. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. And the Buffaloes are flying down the field. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
Let's see what they do on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Atkins. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Lewis to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. The Huskers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Zings it complete to the right. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Cornhuskers will snap it on first and 10. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. And the Huskers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Back to pass. It's Raiola. Moves away as he feels pressure. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Now the play fake. Looking to scramble. He throws one to the left. He holds it in, and nobody's close.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute rollout.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He leaves it with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Catch in the middle. It's Atkins. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Lewis wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
You know what's great about rivalry games?